Hi, I'm Colin and welcome to How to Paint Watercolours. So if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll paint this one. I've just removed the masking fluid that we put on earlier, and I just want to put some trees in, I think tree trunks. So I want to make a sort of a grey first. I'm going to add some yellow to that just to make it sort of a grey green. Most people they will use brown for tree trunks, and I'm guilty of this myself. When you look at a tree trunk, you'll never see a tree with brown. It's something that was taught to you when you was in school, and you still do it to this day. This is almost like a silver green. It's a big old oak tree. And I just want to darken that. I want to add just a little splash of autumn red into it, which is the Indian red that I'm using. And then just removing some paint down this side of the tree, just to produce a light patch. Just for a bit of awesome colour. Some ultramarine added into that along with some burnt umber. Just bringing in some roots. And I'm just dropping it in along the edge and just roughing up the edge just to give it a little bit more character. And the bark look a little bit gnarled. We're softening these roots in to attach them to the ground. And this will give you the indication that the light's coming from this side and hitting this side of the tree. So a little bit of cobalt blue there. Then I want to take some transparent yellow, or you could use cadmium yellow light. A nice shock of colour to the tops of the trees where you've rubbed the masking fluid out. This one here, I'm just going to use the citrus yellow, it's a little bit softer. Citrus yellow with a little bit of Naples yellow added to it. This is a very watered down Indian red, just for the tops of these. Little French ultramarine into that. Just helps to soften the transition into the other paint. Touch of the cadmium yellow here, cadmium yellow light. Just adds bright spots. Down the left hand side of the tree, just a touch more of the darker tone, stronger. Putting some deep shadows in. Just a bit of that murky colour. And brush, just soften off the roots at the bottom, touching the tree. You see how the roots disappear? Touching the tree to the ground. Make sure that the paint is not too wet when you do this, otherwise it will just continue to spread. You just want to soften the edge, that's all. I'm going to add a little bit of burnt umber to that cobalt blue, because I'm looking for a very soft bluey grey. And I'm just taking a rigger brush. We can begin to put some structure to this tree here. To bring some dead branches into the light as well. I turn the painting round while I do this. Maybe the leaves are missing from this part because autumn and they've fallen off. And we can put some in here as well. Just give your brush a little wiggle when you do this. It'll add to the character for your branches. Leave some with no leaves on as well. You can decide how many you put in. Turn this round again. I always seem to get these twigs sometimes sticking out the side of oak trees. Just keep looking and checking, just keep building it up. Some blades of grass and sticks and twigs growing out of the ground. That watery grey once again. Let's just see how we go with this. Bringing some structure into these bushes. And I do want to introduce some shock of colour. So I'm going to take some cadmium red, very thick. I just want to use the tip of an island brush. To add some of that autumn fire. Gently softening that in little bits. See, sometimes pictures are sold because of their colour. Things don't have to be greyed down to a nondescript. Sometimes you should feel free to just express what you feel is there, if that makes any sense. And I might just have a little bit of orange with that, I think. Might be interesting. Just have a look. Yeah, a little bit of orange, just to help in these bushes. If you're going to layer it like this, you do need an opaque colour. Just touching the underneath of it with, yeah, again, a damp brush, just to soften some of it in. Cadmium yellow light, quite thick. Just where the light might be catching this tree. A little shadow to it now, so I've just added some of that purple into this murky colour. The sun's coming across here, so I do want some shadows. Just coming across this track. I want the shadows to be broken. I just want to take some cadmium yellow now that's dry, and I'm going to drop some leaves, I suppose you could describe them as, bits of detritus. Maybe some have fallen round here. Kind of a country lane in autumn where the leaves are falling and have no leaves on the ground. Cadmium red. This is a fun painting. It can allow you to go wild. Just gives you something different. And I think I'll just add a tiny touch of orange. Maybe a couple of birds in the sky. This is where you get your Sonic mouse and frame it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click the like button and subscribe. Subscribers are always welcome, and do feel free to leave a comment. It's always nice to hear from people from YouTube. So once again, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.